Hi, I'm Toni Hall, reporting for USC Annenberg School, and joining me today is Quincy Avery, quarterback engineering coach who specializes in quarterback development. Quincy, thank you so much for joining me today.
Of course, I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, no problem. So, I've heard some say you're like the quarterback whisperer because you're so good at knowing what specific training quarterbacks need in order to do their best. So, tell me, what makes your training so special?
I think the thing that has allowed me to be so successful in the space that I'm in is my emotional intelligence. So, just my ability to relate with people very quickly, understanding what it is that they need. I have a good eye for the quarterback position, so I spend a lot of time in studying that. But I think I think there's a lot of people who could obtain the knowledge that I've obtained, but it still would not uh, bear the results that I've been able to get. It's because I genuinely care about all the guys that I work with, and I put them first, um, time after time, which has allowed them to generate a level of respect for me. And when we talk and we have conversations and we develop that rapport, it makes a coaching relationship even better.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that. One thing people talk about a lot is passion and having a love for the sport. And so I know you've had a love for the game for a really, really long time. But there was a point in time where you did face a little adversity to where you weren't really able to finance your dream. So tell me, what motivated you to change your circumstances from what they were prior?
Interesting question because I mean, the reason that I was in those financial circumstances is because I was chasing my dream. It wasn't like I was broke because I was just out here like kicking it or hanging out. It was because I had my eyes set on a specific destination and I was willing to work through all the adversity that came with being committed to reaching your goals. And I think that is what separates me from a lot of people because other people may be faced with those same circumstances. And for like I was living out of my car for over 1,000 days, but it was not, I wasn't, I didn't think about it like that. It wasn't, I don't get caught up in each individual day. And I think that's what causes people to struggle is because they focus on the individual day or individual moment and the difficulties that come within that. I have a I'm more about delayed gratification. I wanted to be the best at something and I was willing to sacrifice all the things that came with it. And I'm still that same way today. Like I haven't paid myself $1 in salary for the year 2000 or 2020 because I've reinvested it all in the business and I've seen my business continue to grow because of that. But I'm not I don't I don't I don't get concerned about little things or how people view me or their opinions. So it's allowed me um, to do the things that I have and persevere the way that I've persevered.
Yeah. So talking about persevering and being the best, you work with so many young quarterbacks who want to play at the next level. So tell me, when training with these young QBs, what catches your eye to show you that they're progressing?
It's hard to say because I get guys at so many different levels. The but I mean me knowing that they'll have the opportunity to play in the NFL. Let's just say that. If I get a guy at the college level and I see that he has the requisite skill, the arm strength, the ability to process information quickly, all those things are really good. But the things that make the best quarterbacks the most unique is their mental makeup, how they deal with adversity, right? Because undoubtedly something bad is going to happen, and it's your response to that is what is going to allow you to gain the lasting benefits of it and reach the pinnacle of success, which to me is just making it to the NFL.
Yeah. Wow. So going back to your brand, you've built your training brand, QB Takeover, from the ground up. Okay. And being in this industry where a lot of personalities change, you get a lot of different people you work with, what have you learned about yourself during this process?
I'm um I guess it's a really good question. So the thing that I've learned that really sticks out to me is really like, I don't know, my character, right? Because the things that I stand on, I'm committed to, and I don't waver from those things. And I'm willing to lose other things as a result of the things that I care about, and I'm okay with that as well. Like I think that in like the political space, those type of spaces, I'm very vocal and I'm very active. And because of that, I may lose a client here or there. That's cool with me. Like I think that I'm not gonna bend who I am or the things that I care about or the people that I care about to pacify somebody else. Like honestly, I don't care enough about them for me
Right.
to do any of that. So that's one thing that stands out to me. I don't think that there's many people out here in the service industry that rely on people to patronize them, that would do the things that I've done and be willing to do the things that I do. So that to me is what separates me from everybody else in my field.
Yeah. Wow. So we all have to have some type of checks and balances that keep us level throughout our hectic lives basically. Tell me, outside of football, what would you consider is your checks and balances that keeps you level headed?
I I'm really like I do like to work. I genuinely enjoy that. So I don't need I'm not like a person who's like about like balance per se, like work life balance things like that. That's not me. I have a family that I love, enjoy spending time with them, and then I enjoy golfing, like hanging out with my friends. But I'm kind of a work first type of guy, so I don't need like that break or that like, oh, I need to.
Mhm.
If I needed that, then I would do something else.
Right. So, last question. If you could go back to younger Quincy Avery and give him a couple of words of encouragement, what would those words be and why?
Be authentic. That's I just leave it at that. You just need to be authentic,
Yeah.
because there's gonna be a lot of opportunities for you to switch up to gain or stand benefit from doing other things, and that's not necessarily what you need. Be authentic to you. Be authentic to the things that you care about. Be authentic to the people that come in your life that you think are important, and you'll get the things that you want. So I think that I've done a relatively good job of doing that to this point. So that would just be my message to myself right now. Um, in the past and today is like continue to do that, so that I don't find myself on a different path in order to please something that's not necessary, like going after money and things like that. Like I'll be fine no matter what.
Wow. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Quincy, for taking the time out to talk with me today.
Tony, I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, I'm Toni Hall, reporting from USC Annenberg School. Thank you guys for joining me.